Have you ever said something that you later regretted? Maybe you were really angry at someone and you said something really hurtful to them. And it wasn't until you calmed down later that you realized how hurtful it was. Today, we're looking at a story in the Bible where a man of God did exactly that. Only for him, it didn't just hurt someone, but it ended up with the death of 42 people. Today, we're looking at a story from the Bible that is weird and wild in just about every way. It's about a guy named Elisha who was a prophet. A dude who is supposed to speak for God getting called names by a bunch of kids. And then Elisha gets so upset that he curses them. And 2 bears come out of the woods and kill all the boys. Like, why would that be in the Bible? First, it's not okay at all. And that's exactly why it's in the Bible. The Bible is a book all about the brokenness of human beings and God's never-ending pursuit to put us and the world back together and bring us back to him. Sometimes the Bible shows us what to do, and sometimes the Bible shows us what not to do. That's what this story is all about, an example of what not to do and the consequences that come from abusing our power. And so we're going to open up our Bibles to 2 Kings 2, verse 23, and then I'll read. And it says, Elisha left Jericho and went up to Bethel. As he was walking along the road, a group of boys from the town began mocking and making fun of him. "Go away, Baldy," they chanted. "Go away, Baldy." Elijah turned around and looked at them, and he cursed them in the name of the Lord. Then 2 bears came out of the woods and mauled 42 of them. Early in this chapter, Elisha was just a regular dude, apprenticed by Elijah, the prophet who came before him. Now, Elijah was the real deal. He spoke messages from God for the people of Israel. He performed miracles, and he played a pivotal role in the people of Israel coming back to God after worshiping other gods. But in this chapter, Elijah's time comes to an end, and he passes on the mantle to his apprentice, Elisha. Just before this happened, Elijah asked Elijah this question: "Tell me what I can do for you before I am taken away." And Elijah replied, "Please let me inherit a double share of your spirit and become your successor." And that's exactly what happens. Elisha becomes the next prophet, and immediately he has the power to do miracles. And then it goes on to say in verse 13, Elisha picked up Elijah's cloak, which had fallen when he was taken up. Then Elijah returned to the bank of the Jordan River. He struck the water with Elijah's cloak and cried out, "Where is the Lord, the God of Elijah?" Then the river divided, and Elijah went across. Not long after this, some people come to him because their water has gone bad. So Elisha, with the power of God, purifies it. It's right after leaving that town, the story we read earlier takes place. Fresh off the heels of this miracle, a group of kids start making fun of him. Elijah had been given great power from God, but he didn't use it responsibly. Instead, he used it to lash out at people for calling him names, and the consequences were devastating. After this all takes place, Elisha goes down to Mount Carmel. Why? Because that was the place his mentor Elijah performed one of his greatest miracles and rebuilt an altar to God. Elisha, very aware of his own failure, more than likely goes to this altar to seek forgiveness from God. So how does this apply to us today? Everything we say and everything we do has the power to either help or hurts other people. And as followers of Jesus, we are meant to use our power to serve others, not ourselves. For some of you, that means using your words responsibly and making sure they build people up and don't tear them down. For others of you, it means using your spare time to be a friend to someone who's lonely, or help your parents around the house instead of mindlessly scrolling through TikTok. Because with great power comes great responsibility. And thankfully, Jesus always used his power responsibly. He always chose to use his words to build others up and bring them closer to God. He always used his strength to pick up those who had been beaten down and carry the weight of our sins to the cross for us. He's always good. He's always pure, and he always loves us. Sometimes the Bible tells us what to do, and sometimes the Bible shows us what not to do. But it always leads to Jesus and teaches us how to be more like him. So take care and stay nerdy. Switch, if you enjoyed this content, be sure to check out other content just like this on the Switch YouTube page.